Zipper here. Just wanted to share with you guys that I did a quadrant yesterday. It was achievement versus being liked. I realized that I kept repeating this paradigm. Probably the first event was a bunch of kids came and surrounded me at school and were like, "Oh, Mr. Know-It-All, blah blah blah," and because I was one of the smartest kids, right? So I suddenly realized that was not cool and that people didn't like the achievement stuff that was giving me so much self-esteem. It was partly because the hottie, the hottest girl in the class, who basically was like the fastest runner, who also got achievement-based approval, which is a hottie in grade 4 or 5 or whatever it was. And I were going to be partners for some computer game. Like, I asked her, "Do you want to be my partner?" And she said yes. And then everyone surrounded me was like, "Mr. Know-It-All, blah blah," and stuff. So there's this achievement and being disliked thing that started there. And I've just seen it repeated a lot in my adult life, in martial arts achievement, in business achievement and stuff. Like, the only thing that I've seen commonly in every industry that I've run a business is that, like, the more successful you are, the more haters you get. That's the only thing that I've seen the same in each industry, but that's just my world. Yeah, that's my internal stuff. So anyway, my point is, I've noticed the way that I've been doing everything has changed. The way that I'm thinking about things has changed, and it was all just a well-placed quadrant. Further to my previous video, I'm feeling a lot less angry in general, which have been bothering me for a while, because I was like, didn't we clear anger like 2 years ago? And then, we did heart anger since then, which now, since doing that, I'm a lot more in touch with irrational female anger. It's like, no, that's just heart anger. It's different. That's why men sort of don't get it, because it's this, we're very territorial in boundaries and like, hey, just back off, pull your head in, mate. That's our anger. And then the female, the irrational anger, as men call it, is the "why don't you love me?" Is this like, lack of understanding, when a guy's like, "Well, why don't you just like do that and then you can stop complaining?" It's like, "Why don't you love me?" Is, that's the hard anger, yeah. So yeah, further to that clear, I've just felt a lot less angry, because I think that it's like, I was doing stuff out of obligation. So like being liked, I was holding back achievement, or I was trying to achieve stuff to be liked instead of achieving stuff for my own sense of self-worth, So anyway, that's different. That's been very cool. Okay, part 3 of achievement versus approval. It's been quite different, and some of the stuff that I might have thought was for me before, but it was still sort of about getting that approval or about getting the respect of other people. It's a bit different, so noticeable. One of the examples is, I've been training at a very high stress, high competition jiu-jitsu gym. They're like the best guys in Australia, I reckon, these guys. Like 5 of the girls came back with world championships this year, which says a lot for the standard, because, the female to male ratio is probably 5 to 1. So, only 20% of jiu-jitsu competitors are girls, and our girls are the best in the world. So if that's representative of, yeah, you get what I'm saying anyway. So I've sort of taken a different turn with that now. It doesn't matter. Before, it was kind of everything. It was like, I need to get the respect of these people. And now I'm like, I know heaps of stuff, I don't need to keep getting into that road. Like, I can just use what I've got. And an example of that, this is kind of for Dane and Mr. Nasser. One of my students was like, "Oh, we need to work on a bit more armbar control, and I want to look at the footlocks again that we did a while ago." And I had said, you need to do a little bit more armbar control stuff. And then in the competition he did the other day, he kind of messed up an armbar, and so he's like, "You knew that, and we need to work on it." So when he said that, he goes, "I want to look at the armbar control and the footlocks." Like, just a part of me just went, Spider Guard. What I mean by that is, putting a class together is like, okay, we'll do a Spider Guard thing. If they stay on their knees, then you can lasso sweep and get to the mount, and then we can do the gift wrap, S-mount stuff, right? Armbar control. And then if the guy stands up, we can go to single X, sweep him to the footlock, yeah? So as soon as he said, I've got these two things that are just miles apart from each other, they're just completely unrelated, my brain just went, yep, let's put that thing in the middle and then we can make a game out of practicing those two things. So I know, what I'm saying is I know enough stuff. I don't need to keep hanging out with these like high level, high pressure guys and girls to try and get respect or achieve something. Like I've gotten what I needed out of that competition scene stuff. And what would be better for me in my dozens of injuries is that, you know, I do go to a low key place and just hang out and do the work and get the next belt and then just hang out there for the rest of my life, you know? That would be a smarter thing to do. That being said, like smarter, I've decided I'm going to take one day off a week, which I haven't done in 7 years. Like I've just worked every day. So I'm going to move some of the stuff so I get Sundays off. I'm sure my girlfriend's going to really enjoy that. We regularly do like a brunch thing with ex-students and friends. It's sort of the same friendship group on a Sunday, and I usually have to leave early, or, you know, I'm in a bit of a rush and I never really get to relax, and it would be good to just not have to go to work on a Sunday. That would be cool. Yeah, this is all really different and it's all really positive. So yeah, quaddy good. It's meant to be a quadrant. Update. It's been 10 days since I did the quadrant and I feel pretty good. Obviously I am not shaving because I don't care, which is nice. I broke up with Nisha yesterday, which is really weird. She was like, she was grumpy that I wasn't giving her the right kind of attention over Skype because she's on holiday. And I think it's a love languages thing. Like, I think touch was a lot of our relationship. So that was missing. And then I've been busy because, like, I'm always busy. And she's like, oh, you're not available. And I was like, I'm sorry, but this is the breaks, right? And from that, like, not feeling loved, a bunch of other stuff came out. And she was just giving me pages and pages and pages of abuse for days. Eventually I was like, I don't think I can help you with that, man. Like, I don't think I can, like, apologize for all those things. I'm not even sure if they're my fault or if it's your stuff, but there's a lot there and you've swept it under the rug for a long time. So I think it'd be better if we went our separate ways. She's not happy about it, but, like, I think she semi-agrees. She's like, yep, this isn't... And normally I probably would have, like, fought really hard to, like, get the other person back on my side, like, that sort of thing. I'm like, no, I think actually maybe this is the right thing. It's like, you want this stuff, that's not where I'm at. I want stuff that's not where she's at. Yeah, anyway, so it's weird, it's good. Also, I've been drinking tea, which is, like, really unlike me. I don't know why that's happening. I'm doing Ryan Qigong all the time, which is cool. So it's like, oh yeah, and I've been doing yoga as well. I've, like, joined a yoga school. I've got the thing around here somewhere. Anyway, so this tea and yoga, Qigong things happening. Just being really kind to my body. Oh, and I went to jiu-jitsu this morning at, like, the old man karate school up the road. And we did a really basic thing. It went for 3 hours, though. So it was just, like, basics, like, stuff I've done a bunch of times with, like, you know, more details. And that, there's always more details. There's a saying in martial arts, like, the more you practice a technique, the more the technique will reveal itself to you. Which is an unnecessarily profound way of saying, like, if you keep doing it, like, you'll master the details, excuse me. So that was awesome. And, like, I got home and I felt great and I went for a run randomly, not because I want to be sexy for anyone else, but just, like, it's a nice day, I'll run, like, whoosh, you know, just for me. So yeah, I can really feel a profound difference in, like, the reasons why I've been doing things. It's like, yeah, I'm doing that just for me. You know, I'm not at, like, a highly competitive gym because I want to be, like, a person who gets respect from other people, you know? It's like, I want to do stuff for me. I want to feel good, get my chi good, drink my tea good. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for the journey. Yeah, nice.